Hello everyone, back tuning into today's first video of doing the weekend podcast. Today's first video later on, we'll have a look at CAN-SIP's model from tropicaltidbits.com for the next 6 months, and that'll be going through into the winter months. Of course, that's just for fun and just a bit of a laugh. Really, the charts there might as well use them, but it isn't to be taken all that seriously, except for the first couple of months, which does have some merit. That'll be coming up for you this evening anyway. This weekend forecast, and we're going to have a detailed look at weather for the coming week. We have a very dry week down in the south. I think there will be rain at times in the north. At the very end of the week, we're starting to pick up some signals now for a strong build of high pressure from the Azores. And this could be setting us up, just could be, it's still quite a way off, but it could be setting us up for a hot spell, maybe a heat wave, starting next weekend and then going through into the third week of the month. So that's the main talking point, other than some very windy weather that's coming up in the north tomorrow. I'll go with detail in a second. Before I get on with that, though, just to say about the ads. There's links to articles on all the pages. If you have a browse widgets and click through the links, you'll be helping us to pay for our website, and thanks very much for doing that. The website is using the weekend broadcast coming from theweatheroutlook.com and webtemp.d. You can find links to both websites on the links page. So this is the latest radar picture from the Weather Outlook. You see most parts of the country are dry, but we have got some rain across western Scotland, just coming down far northwest of Northern Ireland. There's some quite heavy bursts in that, some quite bright colours. That'll be pushing further north and east through Scotland, particularly during the course of this afternoon. Here's today's toxic pressure chart. Quite an unusual scenario. Got high pressure from the Azores ridging into southern parts of the country, but low pressure is out to the north and west of Scotland. Quite a deep area of low pressure at that. So tight-packed isobars in between will feed strong, possibly gale force winds into Northern Ireland and Scotland by the end of tonight, and then lasting through into Sunday. So for the rest of Saturday, it's a north-south split. Scotland and Northern Ireland will turn increasingly cloudy with outbreaks of rain spreading in from the west on a freshening west to southwesterly wind. England and Wales, conversely, away from Irish Sea coast anyway, England and Wales have a mostly dry day with sunny spells. Have really good sunshine this morning. I think that sun will turn a little bit more hazy through the course of this afternoon, but generally a very pleasant sunny afternoon coming up for many parts of England and Wales today. Temperature could reach 25 degrees in London, that's 77 Fahrenheit, but Scotland and Northern Ireland will be closer to 20 degrees with that freshening wind and the outbreaks of rain, probably making it feel quite cool. Overnight tonight, this low pressure moves through to north of Scotland. Notice if the isobars are freshening in the north, so it will be in the north. We have all of the action taking place tonight. Have a band of rain moving through Scotland this evening. That will generally clear away and just leave a lot of cloud and a few damp, drizzly bits and pieces coming and going across Scotland and down into Northern Ireland and down into northwest England through the second half of the night. The main thing is going to be the wind picking up. Going to be strong winds across the whole of the north. Around northern and western facing coasts and hills. I think there will be gale force gusts coming through by the end of the night. England and Wales will stay dry. A lot of clear spells, some cloud floating around, and even in the south, I think we will find the wind picking up a little bit, but generally still quite light with the winds in southern counties. It's really in the north and west that those winds are picking up. It's going to be a warm night tonight as well, with temperatures ranging around 12 to 17 degrees, so really quite a warm, muggy night coming up. Winds continue to freshen in the north on Sunday, so you see the isobars getting more and more closely packed further north. Going to be an unseasonably windy day across Scotland and Northern Ireland, possibly parts of Northern England too, on Sunday. The strongest winds always in the north and west, but all places I think will have a windy day. And expect gale force gusts certainly around northern and western facing hills and coasts. There could be gale force gusts probably almost anywhere across Scotland during the course of Sunday afternoon. After a dryish morning, we'll find outbreaks of rain coming back into northwestern parts of Scotland during the course of late Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. England and Wales will have a mix of sunny spells of cloud, probably more cloud around than is the case today. And even across England and Wales, those winds will be freshening up through the course of the day, not reaching strong to gale force levels, but certainly a fresher wind on Sunday in the south compared to what we've got for Saturday. Temperature's still very warm though in the south at 24 to 25 degrees, but in the north it'll be feeling distinctly cool and pretty miserable really in those strong winds, especially when the rain comes back into northwest Scotland late on in the day, with temperatures of just 16, 17 or 18 degrees, feeling a little bit autumnal, dare I say. Then as we go through into Monday, that low pressure will move off into Scandinavia and it turns the winds into the north and northwest. This will bring much cooler air down across the country with a cold front. That cold will be very weak, but it'll probably produce a band of showers. So we find a band of showers moving south and east across England and Wales through the course of Monday morning. They'll clear away quite quickly. And then brighter skies following on behind with sunny spells. Just a few scattered showers for Scotland and Northern Ireland. The main thing about Monday will be that the winds are turning a bit lighter, but the temperatures are falling. So it's going to be a cooler, fresher day. Probably quite a warm, muggy start in the south and southeast. As that cold front clears, it will turn cooler and fresher through the course of the day, with temperatures ranging from around 15 to 20. 20 is 68 in Fahrenheit. We go through into Tuesday. We're bringing down a showery and quite cool northwesterly flow across the country. So a bright enough morning, bright enough start, but clouds will bubble up through the day with showers breaking out. Almost anywhere these showers, but mostly in the north and east, but west tending to get the driest of the weather. Fair amount of cloud floating around as well, so it's all going to combine to make for quite a cool day, I think, on Tuesday, with temperatures probably just 14 to 19 Celsius, something like that. Certainly nothing to write home about with those temperatures. A warm front will start to move in from the Atlantic on Wednesday, so I think Wednesday could start off quite wet across central northern parts of the country. And we're just going to keep a lot of cloud through the country, but that more persistent rain will clear away. But we're going to keep a lot of cloud, damp, drizzly bits and pieces of rain coming and going. Best of any bright or sunny spells like to be across Ireland, far southwest of England. But I would expect a fairly cloudy day and a damp day on Wednesday. Temperatures will be disappointing again, probably feeling a little bit more humid by the end of the day behind this warm front, but even so, temperatures are going to be on the disappointing side again, something like 15 to 20 degrees. That warm front could pep up again on Wednesday night, producing quite a wet start to Thursday. There it is, just there, developing an area of low pressure across Scotland. That will clear away, and then the Azores high is really building in behind it. So Thursday could start off really wet across Scotland and Northern England. That's something to watch out for. Whereas in the south, it's still going to be largely dry. Through the day, that rain will push away to north and east, and brighter skies to edge up from the south. So I think by the end of Thursday, we're likely to be ending the day on a fairly bright, if not sunny note, especially in the south and the west of the country. Temperatures will be lifting up, being more humid, and temperatures in London, for example, could reach 23 degrees, 73 in Fahrenheit. That's really the start of a change then as we go through to the end of the week. High pressure, the Azores high, is building strongly across the country. So it's all change again on Friday. There'll be long sunny spells across the country, and those temperatures are really going to start to shoot up. So by Friday afternoon, we could well be seeing temperatures of around 26 or 27 degrees in the south. That's around 79 to 81 Fahrenheit. And even in the north, those temperatures will start to lift up. And then, as I said at the beginning, it's a long way off, but this could be starting to set us up for a heat wave next weekend and into the following week. We've got high pressure dominating across the country. By Sunday, that high pressure is beginning to move ever so slightly to the east of us. That's where it has to go to start to draw up hot air from the south. So by Sunday, I reckon if this comes off, we could be seeing temperatures at 28, possibly 29 Celsius. That's into the mid-80s Fahrenheit. And that could last a few days into the following week, actually. So potentially turning into quite an extended spell of hot and dry weather around the middle part of the month. Watch this space on that one. Finally, having a look at charts from the weather outlook. So this is the situation today. We're going to have mainly dry weather in the south and quite warm too. Cloud, freshening wind with some rain coming into the north and the west during the course of this afternoon and particularly into this evening. Sunday going to be a really windy day in the north with gales possible for parts of Scotland, possibly Northern Ireland too. Showers and then later on some longer spells of rain coming into the north and west. England and Wales mostly dry with sunny spells and warm temperatures. A band of cloud and showers will move southwards on Monday, introducing significantly cooler air from the north and west, showery through into Tuesday with temperatures very much on the disappointing side, and still a lot of cloud and showery burst rain, particularly in northern parts of the country on Wednesday as well. Those temperatures still will be very disappointing. But as we go through into Thursday, after potentially a wet start, central northern parts of the country, maybe a very wet start, central northern parts of the country, that rain will move away. It's a warm front, it's introducing warmer, fresher, warmer, more humid air from the south and west and increasing amounts of sunshine. So by the time we go through to Friday, we end the week with high pressure over the country within a warm and humid air mass. Temperatures will start to lift up into the mid-20s Celsius, and that could well continue into next weekend, possibly producing a spell of very warm, if not hot weather by the end of next weekend in the south, and a bit of a heat wave maybe on the way. So, in summary, we're looking at a very windy weekend in the north this weekend. That could be the main point for the north this week. Really windy conditions tomorrow with gales in the north and west. Always drier in the south and southeast with generally quite warm temperatures as well. Going through the start of next week, you're going to find cooler air pushing down from the north up to midweek. Temperature going to be cooler than average. And the second half of the week, going to turn drier and warmer with the potential for some very warm conditions by next weekend. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Come back later for Can Sip Saturday. Bye for now.